Welcome back to Tom's Brook Farm, everybody. So today, I don't know if we're going to get harvesting. So you can see how the tyre is wet. Now my hand's wet. Up here's wet. There was a big fog this morning, and to be honest, I think it's ruined our chances of harvest today. So you can see that all our storage is full. Both those, well, definitely the Wildcat. Not too sure about the Grain King. Not too sure about if that one's full or not. But there's no headers here, and that's because the guys finished this paddock. So this paddock is our 730 hectare paddock. They finally finished it. So they are now out here in this piece here. So the headers are down there. So yeah, today, once we start emptying bins, we'll start moving them. Oh no, they're doing the back piece, but we'll move the bins eventually down to the front of the road there. But I got Brian this morning, so we're gonna outload some grain. So we've got 2 field bins of wet here. We need to make sure that those go out. These 3 field bins here are like 6.5. This one is 8.3, 8.2. This one is like 8 to like 7, and same with that one. So I'm just going to get this auger into one of these dry bins, probably PS3, and then Brian will be here shortly and we'll start loading. And we'll see. I might, if we can't do anything here, I might jump in the truck with him and go down to CBH and show you guys CBH. So you've heard me mention Brian a lot of times. You've only ever seen the truck, and you might have seen the back of his head as he's walking around, but this is Brian from G&B Haulage.
How are we all?
So a few of you have been commenting, asking questions about the truck, so I figured instead of me commenting back, I may as well just ask the man himself. So well, let's start with what's the truck?
Well, that's a 2021 model Western Star 6900. It's about as big as it's gonna get, both for bunk and what its GCM rating is for how many trailers we can pull.
Yep.
It's powered by the Cummins X15. They're a good truck. They're roomy, they're comfortable. I like them, so I throw the money at them.
So like I said earlier, if we're quiet, I'll jump in on his next load and we'll go down to CBH and see what he does for a living. And
yeah. We'll have a bit of a sticky beak, and I can explain how all the trailers work with the lift axles. I've noticed there's been a few comments about lift axles and what I can card and why my middle trailer tips forward, and we can go through that. And
yeah. So we'll go for a walk around.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, I reckon we'll start with the first weird looking thing that comes on the truck.
Rightio.
What is this?
CTI, tyre inflation. When I'm empty, I go down to 30 PSI. Bit more comfort, bit smoother.
Better on your tyres, longevity?
Yeah, you will get more tyre wear out of them, running flat as well. No scalloping.
Yep.
But you've got the options of changing pressures too to conditions.
Yeah,
Gravel roads, I just float around on my 60 PSI. When I know I'm going back to town or going to be sitting on my 95 out in the bitumen, we pump it back up to 92 PSI.
Yeah.
At the moment, they were at 30. They're slowly pumping up as we're
talking.
Yeah, well, we're meant to be loading, so
it's a wet morning.
Yeah. I was about to say,
plenty of time.
Not much happening today.
You're going to get all this done by lunchtime, so
that's it. Counter meal for lunch.
Yeah,
ripper. But no, they're just all added extras. That's all. Same as the guards. Yeah, some people have the plastic guards. These are flexi guards. I do these for cooling. If you have the plastic guards, tyres run a bit hotter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But these trailers here, they're brand new.
They are, except for the middle one.
Yeah. Still less than 12 months old though.
It is. Yep.
Bit of a unique trailer, that one, to tip forward.
Yes.
Now the reasoning behind that, there is a couple. Here in Australia, we are limited to our overall lengths of 36.5 metres for most part of it.
Yep.
So that's from very front to back. Having the bigger trucks and not a conventional smaller bunk one or a cab over, makes things a lot harder to get in under that 36.5 metres. So in a lot of people's wisdom now is if we tip this trailer forward between the A and the B, I knock about 1.5 to 2 metres of chassis length out of it.
Yeah, okay. So if we were to run a tape measure across,
I'm 36.25 metres long. And all my axle spacings are correct and legal, and main roads can't touch me.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Which is always a good thing.
Now, one thing that everyone was noticing is these two tyres at the front there are up. That one is up.
Yep.
The front one there is up, and the two at the back there are up.
Yep.
Why is that?
Overall, my tyre wear, you will save 10 to 15% on tyre wear.
And how many tyres on this truck?
Oh, good Lord. So what have we got? We've got 48.
72 or something?
Yeah, we've got 48 on the trailers. So there's 12 per tri group. Yeah. No.
So
we've got about, I think there's 62 on an old C-train. Over east, on the east side of Australia, they'd call this an AB triple or a semi pulling a B double dog.
yeah, okay.
In WA, it's just a C-train.
Yeah.
It's a road train.
Yeah.
We keep it pretty simple over here.
Yeah, yep. So the tyres lift up saves on your tyre wear.
Yeah, so we get about 10-15% increase on the tyre wear. Turning around, less screwing around
helps
as well. Only when you're empty though, obviously.
Yeah, yep.
But fuel economy.
Yes, yeah.
There's all them rubbers not on the ground, that's less drag, which is fuel economy.
Yep.
And at $2, $2.10, $2.20 a litre.
Yeah.
Some reports me mates up north, $2.50, $2.60 a litre. It's savings.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's savings that isn't going to happen right now. It's over a course of 4, 5, 6 years.
Like, yeah, you guys do like what, a tyre a season, really?
Yeah, I was just to say,
so you'd save on all those tyres that are up. You're saving,
eventually, long term guys. Yeah, yep, for sure. And having them off too, or up in the air, I should say. When I start rotating all my tyres, it gives equal wear on all my tyres, which again, it's another saving. But it's trying to think a bit smarter as well in business.
Yeah. Now, over here, we're all air-operated locks now.
Yep.
So the tailgates, they used to be the old lever arm, like
the old
grain rock trailer.
The old hammers and pinch bars and knocking it off, but things are changing. Safety's come a long way, hence the high vis boots now.
Yeah.
And
even that thing up there.
Oh, that's probably more of a lazy truck driver. that's all that fun's coming down to. Yeah, but no, we just tap our locks off, which if you come for a cruise with me later on,
we'll come.
CBH workers or Grain Corp, whoever's on the grid, it's just a matter of one button, boom, they open up, away we go.
Yep.
And that was
I'm
the other
glad
thing.
we're coming down. If I come down, I'm coming down on canola and not barley, because canola's not as itchy as barley. So
yeah, we're in the cab though. That's their problem. That's not an our problem. So, but that was the other thing too about tipping forward. I know where I've got to stop on the grid, pop 2 tailgates. There's 43 tonne gone on the ground.
Efficient
without
too,
moving the truck. Yep, that's correct. And by the time you drag it forward, the workers have only got to clean up that one zone, close the 2 tailgates, we roll forward, one more, and there's your 79, 80 tonne off. Away we go.
That was the thing. People were wondering how many tonnes you take. So there you go.
So our gross legal limit with this is 118.5 tonne, and I tear it just shy of 38.
And he's also got scales on here too.
Yeah,
you've got these things down here. So that's your scale.
Yeah, so we're going to open up to show the viewers, but once again, being lazy, I just sit in the cab there and I've got an app and that shows me weights. Now that's showing 9.7 tonne there, but it's that high because you got that axle off the ground. If that axle is the drop, that then goes, because it'll go equal weights over the bags and over your airbags, your suspension, that 9.7 tonne will drop down to 6.1 or something like that.
Yeah. So these, as you can see here, they're all aluminium, these trailers, because you save, well, you were steel and then now you got an aluminium and you've saved 7 tonne, was it, or?
What was the old set? Good Lord, it's getting
Every year you change something.
Yeah,
Like
I
you've
was
got
about to say
alloy
that I
rims
can't
and
keep
then
up
disc
no more.
brakes and
Well, that's the biggest thing we've gone this year, is with disc brakes front to back now.
yeah.
Over at Tri Group, there's probably 300 to 400 kilos saving from conventional Spider rims and drum brakes
So
now.
the less you weigh, the more you can cart, the more money you make per load.
And the happier the farmer is when it goes wheeling out the driveway too. So,
Right, shall we get into loading then?
Right,
Instead of dicking around.
Fire the bug up.
So now's when the running starts. Get over here to the Chaser, which is nice and full. Good thing I've got an action cam and it's nice and steady footage you're seeing of me running. So Brian is now on his way back from CBH. So everybody is currently down this paddock down there. They're all doing their servicing, blowing down, fueling, washing windscreens. So I'll let you know what they are, what the moisture is once I do one, but my guess is high. It's gonna be another day like yesterday, waiting for moisture. But yeah, Brian's on his way back, so we'll fill him up and then I'll jump in with him and we'll go down and show you guys CBH and what happens down there. Well, it's just as flush inside the truck that it is outside. So it's a bit nicer than our Freightliner. And I forgot to mention, Brian's actually got cameras as well. So this is a camera screen. So he's got 5.
Yeah, but we've only got 4 linked to it until we get to the very front one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so there's 5 cameras on the back there that he can see from the cab. Makes it a lot easier for loading. Yeah, so we're heading down to CBH and we'll show you guys what Brian does for a living. Part of the time.
Up and down the road.
And you're growing the moustache too, does it a lot better than us.
Yeah, the whole prostate thing with age, that's actually affected my family on both my wife's side and my side.
Yep.
My pop had prostate at quite a young age, and he passed away at 74.
Yep.
Cancer got the better of him, but my father-in-law, he had prostate. He's one of the fortunate ones. He won that battle.
Yep.
Had his prostate removed, and it's been all clear since, which is a good thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Which puts me, prostate, my dad and my uncle, they're clear of it. They get their checks once a year. Actually, I think it's twice a year now they get their bloods taken.
Yeah.
So it's something I'm going to have to look at with my GP at one stage, one point in my life in the future.
Yep.
And my wife was just saying with one of the videos you posted recently about you and Henry going on board with the Tom's Brook team raising funds. It got me thinking. So I thought, well, due to have been a team effort, and I got the old mohawk going and the old choppers going, and I mean it's only hair, it'll grow back.
Yeah.
I thought, well, why don't we make this load a donation and split it 50-50 to you and Henry to put towards the fund.
Oh wow.
So just at the end of the day, there's a lot of people out there a lot worse off than you and I.
Yep.
And for the sake of one load and donating it, and also I noticed about you donating hats and stubby holders. Four of them, I believe.
Yeah. Yep.
So for those that do have the hire, I'm not included in this because I'm sort of part of the team. I am part of the team out here.
You are.
Nearly part of the family too, isn't it? It'll be 10 years I've been doing this with you.
Yeah.
I was going to throw in 4 G&B haulage hats and 4 G&B haulage stubby holders.
Oh, bloody oath.
So that'll be a bit of a double whammy for whomever are the lucky 4 people.
Yeah.
So 2 hats and 2 stubby holders per person coming their way.
No, thank you very much. That's very generous. So Brian's actually got his own, well, not that he sells them, he's got his own G&B merch with the big truck on there and everything. So yeah, that'll be bloody good.
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah. So No, it's always prostate or cancer, even just the big cancer word affects somebody or someone's family here and there.
It does, yeah.
It's a battle. I don't know. We don't seem to be winning anymore.
No. But it's definitely a conversation that needs to be had, because us men tend to be a bit quiet with issues like that. So if ever you've just go and get your blood tests, especially when you get to that age, to get on top of it. And if you've got a history in your family like Brian or my family, then definitely go and get tested, because chances are you're probably going to get it. So
yeah. And things have changed. Like the bloke's not talking about it no more. Years ago it was the old finger in the bum.
Yeah.
A lot of people balked at it. A lot of blokes balked at it.
Yeah.
As technology's advanced, like you said, we can do it with the bloods now. So one of my uncle, he does it twice a year. I've been informed. I'm not sure about my dad. I know he definitely does it once a year.
Yeah.
It's not as daunting as, I'm a bit young for that myself, but it's not as daunting as what some of the stories I have heard.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm hoping that will help things in the future for all men.
Yeah. No. 100%. So we're getting very close to CBH now. So we'll get in and get sampled and show you guys what happens down there. So we're up here with Tara, and she's currently doing the spearing. So do you want to just sort of explain how it works?
So I'm just put the spear all the way to the bottom of the truck, pretty much, and then I'm sucking up a little bit of grain just to get that bit of different spears from all over the truck. So we do 4 in each trailer.
Yep.
And then we make a composite bucket inside from each trailer. Just so that we can...
So essentially it's a big vacuum cleaner. So you're trying to find where we're hiding the wet grain?
Yeah, that's it. Which pile is it?
Yeah. I swear it's not in there at all.
Try not dent any of Brian's poles.
Yes, yeah, no, I've heard some stories, not from you of course, but so how does he know how to stop?
So I've got a little red light and a green light here.
Yep.
And just push it where I want him to stop. Realistically, I want so I can reach the back pile of grain, because that's usually the wet pile. But
So there's a traffic light on the side wall there. You can see there's a traffic light that turns on and off.
Do you want one more?
Ew. Earwigs.
Should I count this a lot? Oh, wait.
Okay. Do you want the microphone? So this is the composite bucket. So we've taken 2 scoops from the big trailers and 1 scoop from the little trailer. And we're going to mix it up. We're going to weigh 500 grams of canola. Ish.
So why 500 grams?
Just because it's got to be the same for everyone.
Yep.
So 500 grams of canola. We just need it to go through the Infotech really, so it's just enough to
Yep.
get through. Other way. I'm putting it through the shaker to get all the big stuff to leave it on the top. Get nice and clean.
All the chaff and barley and,
Wheat.
and bugs and.
I'm going to put it through this little aerovac, which is very loud. And we're going to get all the smaller stuff out of it.
So you're now weighing all the ad mix?
Yep. And we're going to take 1 little scoop from it for later. And we're going to put it in the Infotech.
So this is just like the Infotech that we've got on the farm. Oh, no, that one is. This one here is slightly different.
Bit newer.
Yeah, looks fancy. Oops, sorry.
We're going to weigh the large ad mix. And then this is the smaller ad mix. We're going to check it for sand. So we lift it up to the light. Sometimes you can see.
Hopefully no sand because we don't swath. So you guys will normally be looking for rocks and things like that for people who use pickup fronts.
Yeah.
I'm going to weigh that.
I'm in
And
the
we're
way.
going to do a damaged seeds test, which is not the best test that we do, but it does the job. Just all the seeds that stick to the top of the thing are bad seeds.
Okay, yes, yep.
Yep. And I'm going to crunch them to look for turnip. Just like a few.
Yep. Hopefully my moisture came in dry.
That would be a bit awkward.
It would be very awkward if it didn't.
Then we've got a 7.4 moisture.
Look at
So
that.
Brian's all good to go through. And then we do a little load bag so they can resample it in town later in the year.
So that's just for quality control.
Let me call your grid. Can 1 to grid 4.
Copy, grid 4.
And then that's it.
That's it?
All done.
All done.
Off to the grid.
I better go and get in the truck then. Thank you
Yeah.
very much for having me up here.
All good. See you later.
Cheers. So there's the cameras that we were talking about. So Brian can see when the girls are spearing and how close they're getting to his bars.
Oh, don't start me on the bars.
So where are we headed now?
So, after getting sampled there, we just run a tablet or your phone and we'll get our results, which I've accepted being can 1.
Yep.
So the growers, moisture, oil content, there's a whole range of things they do look for, but that's all come through as can 1, so it's at the top of the list.
Yep.
So we'll go onto the weighbridge now and get a gross weight. Once we get there, it'll come up with our grid, which being a bit of a regular truck here, I sort of know where it all goes. We'll tip off, revisit the weighbridge to get our tear weight, away we go. 118.5 tonne, because we're pulling straight onto Cascades Road, I can run my AMS permits there, which allows us to go to 23.5 tonne per try group, which effectively gives me my 118.5 as a total gross.
So what do you reckon our scoreboard's going to say?
117.56.
Oh, let's see if he's got it. Oh, you're close. 118.34.
That's pushing the boundaries a bit, Jage.
So how many tonne will that be? That'll be 79 tonne, something like that.
Yeah, high 79s, yep.
Yep.
So we've accepted that, which gives us our grid 4, can 1.
Now, if you're a new truckie, this is your first time delivering, does that give you a map of where to go?
There is, yeah.
Here's
absolutely.
all right, but town's very confusing.
So, to go back to the old simple ways,
Oh,
there's a
there's
map
there.
on the window.
Yep.
If you're over the age of 50, you probably can't see that. So on the tablets, the way CBH has done the app, as long as you've got Telstra
Yeah, as long as the signal
phone
works.
reception,
Yep.
there is maps there. You can click on, zoom in, gives it.
Yep.
Something like Esperance, where we've got Shark Lake, Braze Street, Chadwick, and the Port. It's just different pages. You flick through to find what you want to.
So because we're canola, it's going into the shed. Whereas your outside stacks here, you can see that's wheat there, and the rest will be barley and wheat in different grades.
Oh, good, James.
Might be a while she's not starting.
Welcome to CBH.
That's handy, isn't it? The grid worker just told us that the grid's not starting, so it could be a little while for us. So what are you doing there, Brian?
Undoing my grain locks. So the tailgate's all air operated,
Yep.
but that's the staff's job to do.
So those lock on, and because you can't rely on these, can you?
No, they're just safety locks, mate. Just second precautions.
So we're inside the big shed here, and figured I'd show you guys the canola pile because it's pretty impressive. So that's all canola, and then you can see right up the top there, it's getting to the top. So they're just moving where the dump point is for the canola so that they can fill this shed as full as possible. Otherwise you've got a waste of space just here. So that's what we're waiting for. You might be able to see there's a guy walking across the top there because it's just tripping at the moment. So they just need to sort it out, and then we'll be able to tip our grain off. But you can see there's a huge amount of room in this shed. So yeah, this is where they bring all the canola into here.
setup you got there.
So you can see up the top there, the grain is coming out up the top. So that's what they just moved, shifted it along so they could fit more grain in here. So there you go, you can see what happens in and around CBH. So I better get back in the truck now before Brian drives off. I'm going to go and tear out. So it was as easy as that for tipping off.
Ah, that's it, yep.
When it all works. And
And
at least there was no queues.
I was just about to say, it hasn't started warming up yet, so not everyone's coming here. We've obviously had moisture problems like you're well aware. For the odd loads that are there.
Yeah, because sometimes you can be waiting for quite a while, depending on what the stacker is and where you are. And
Yeah, I've spent many of hours here in the queue,
In the queue.
waiting, talking, getting sidetracked, cleaning the cab. So, but nah, that little breakdown wasn't a bad one.
nah, that was fine. Yeah. So
We can handle them.
where are we headed now?
So we'll just do a loop right around the bin again.
Yep.
Now we're empty. Alongside the sample hut, back to where we started. Over the weighbridge. Grab our tear weight. That logs it into CBH's system. Farmer gets paid. CBH got the grain, the records there.
Well, we don't get paid yet. Our grain's held here, and then we sell our grain to different buyers. So we can sell to CBH, but there's a variety of other different buyers that we can also sell to as well. So because you've already been sampled, you get to skip the line, but there's 3 trucks all lined up there. They're all getting sampled. So we got here at the right time to talk to the girls and show you guys what goes on. Otherwise, they might have been a bit stressed if they had all these trucks rocking up.
Alright, dump that one.
So what should your empty weight be on the scoreboard there, you reckon?
Be 38.6.
Oh, let's see. Oh, you're pretty bang on. Not sure if you guys can read that, but it's 38.56. And I've just got-
79.78 tonne on board we
I
had.
just got the notification you've left, and yeah, 79.8. Very good. So that is CBH, everyone. Brian's loaded and he's on his way to CBH, and we've got another full load for him to come out of here again. So he'll be back and then he'll drain us out. Our moistures have come back. So we did one earlier today, that was 10.5. They just did another one, it was 9.6. So yeah, still, you know, we need it below 8. So still got a long ways to drop. But yeah, no, I hope you guys have enjoyed this this video, the different view of farming. You know, that's where we take our grain to, and then we pay them. You know, they store our grain, and we can either sell it to them or we can sell it to other people, well, other companies. So yeah, bit of an insight into CBH. So yeah, I think it was a cool experience for me. I don't normally go down to CBH, and I've never been in the shed there, so it was a first for me. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Go and listen to the Glass Cage podcast. If you haven't already, donate to Movember. You guys have smashed the target. You guys are absolute legends, so thank you for that. And I guess I'll see you in the next one.